Hello, too quick for you here again. We're going to talk about media IDs. A lot of people don't understand how they work or even what they are. Let's start out with a game, let's say like Modern Warfare 2. There might be 3 versions of that game out there. There will be a PAL version, a region-free, and an NTFS or NTFC version. I'm not sure which one it is, but there is at least 3 versions of the game. And even though the DLCs will work across the board for all 3 versions of the game, the title update is encoded to match the version of the game, meaning the media ID of the title update has to match the media ID of the game you're using. Now, i.e., if you have a region-free version of Modern Warfare 2, you have to use the region-free version title update. So we're going to talk to you guys about how to find out what your media ID of your game is. We're going to do it a couple different ways. We can cover everybody here. I'm going to show you a way first how to do it if you've downloaded the game, or downloaded the GOD, or downloaded the game files. Doesn't matter, as long as you get those, you downloaded them. And after I show you that, I'm going to show you how to get the media ID of your game if you put the original game in your console and copied the files. So let's first do it as if you download the ISO. Okay, here's an ISO, as you can see there, of Modern Warfare 2. And here are game files of Modern Warfare 2. And a couple tools you're going to need here to do all this is FileZilla and Content Manager. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Content Manager. And I'm going to click on these 2 little gears up here. I'm going to direct it to the ISO. Alright, so here it says it's an ISO. So we're going to click on that. And what we're looking for is this right here, the media ID. Now, you can copy if you want and highlight, and put it to a text document like that if you want, just so you know what media ID your game is or whatever you want, but you don't have to. But that's the media ID we're looking for. Now we have to find a title update to match that, but this part of this video is just to show you how to tell what media ID your game is. So that's how we did our ISO. So now I'm going to show you how to get the media ID out of game files. So I'm going to go back here and direct it to my game file folder of Modern Warfare 2. And here's the default XEX. That's what it looks for, is the default XEX. And right here's the media ID again. So I just showed you how to to tell what media ID your game is by using a tool called Content Manager. Now I'm going to show you how to get the media ID of your game as if you had the original game and you copied it in your RGH or JTAG console. So what you first need to do is get your console turned on and get it into Freestyle Dash or XEX menu. Then, as you can, it keeps blocking here, but in Freestyle Dash, your IP address will show up at the bottom. There it is, at the bottom of your screen. Or if you want to get your IP address out of your XEX menu, you can do it this way. Launch your XEX menu. And hit the bumper one time, and see there's the IP address of the console right there. So all we need to do is we have to have a console in XEX menu or Freestyle Dash, and we have to have the IP address. So for right now, I put that away. And now I'm going to launch FileZilla. FileZilla is an FTP tool that lets you connect into your Xbox. In other videos I showed you how to set it up, but I'll kind of give you a quick thing. You want to do new site, type in Xbox. Login type is normal. Users Xbox, passwords Xbox. Transfer setting is active. And then you put your IP address in here. And I didn't keep track of mine. What is mine? Oh, mine's a 9. Okay. And then just hit connect. And as you can see, I'm in the Xbox. So I'm going to navigate to where I extracted the game files to. Now, if you would extract your files to the USB, there would be a USB in here, and you'd go in there. But my game files are located on HDD1 and inside a games folder. And then you look for your game, Modern Warfare 2, which is what I'm looking for now. And you're going to go down here and you're going to find the default XEX. and get that to your desktop. Okay. Now that I've got it, I can put it in a folder. Launch Content Manager again. And direct it to that new folder I made. And there is the default XEX that we just took off the console, put it to our desktop, and we got it in Content Manager. Now we're going to click on it, and again, there's our media ID again. So if you copy the game to your console, but you don't have the ISO or nothing on your PC, you can just bring the default XEX back to the computer and run it through here and set your media IDs. Now let's say that you didn't make game files. Let's say you made a GOD out of it when you copied it. Well, you'd have to bring the whole GOD back over here to do that. Or you can do this. Let me get back into Freestyle Dash. Now the way I'm going to show you now will actually it'll get your media ID for you, and it'll get your title update for you too. So let's do this real quick. Make sure your console's connected to the internet, and make sure that you have your Freestyle Dash configured so it shows games where they're located at, like this. See how my games show up in here. What you do is you go find the game. We're still working with Modern Warfare 2 here. When you get on top of it, you're going to hit Y, and you're going to hit Manage Title Updates. Now, my title update is showing in here because I've already did it. If you go this far and there's no title update in it, that's because you haven't downloaded it yet. Now, if you notice at the bottom, it says Download to Use. Well, I'm not going to do it now, but you would, because you didn't have it, you would hit Y and let it download the title updates. And while it's downloading them, at the bottom of the screen, it'll say Status, HTTP, and it'll be downloading the title updates for you. Now, when it's done, it'll say Idle. See how mine says Idle now. And the title updates will show up in here. After you get that far, go back to your computer, and you're going to launch FileZilla again. And this time, you get to navigate to your Freestyle Dash folder. And mine is located in HDD1 and in the Apps folder. And there's my Freestyle Dash folder. You're then going to go to Data, and there's a folder called Title Updates in there. You want to get that to your desktop. Okay, so now we're done with, I'll just leave it open, we're basically almost done with that. So we got our title update folder moved to our desktop. You're going to open up Content Manager again, and navigate to that folder. Now, they're not going to show up at first because at any time, if any things you're looking at in Content Manager are in folders, you have to hit F4 so it breaks the folders open and gets it there. Alright, and as you can see, what I did is I grabbed a bunch of title updates actually. And in here is like Trials and Modern Warfare 2 and all that stuff like that. We'll see now, when I click on Modern Warfare 2's title update, it says down here Title Update 8. There's the media ID. And I know it's the proper title update because Freestyle Dash got it for me. So I know it's going to match my game anyways. But if you're going to mod the game, you need to move the title update now. So what you're going to do is you can go ahead and check all these boxes except for your title update for Modern Warfare 2. And you're going to hit the delete button, which will only leave the title update that we're after. So we can close Content Manager, go into our title update folder, and start breaking it apart. My video time ran out. So let me recap here. I've got my title update now, it's right here. I'm going to go back to FileZilla, and I'm going to back up until I find the cache folder. Take the title update, drag it to the bottom. At the top, hit transfer, process queue. Now, it's already in there. The reason this box popped up is because it wants to know if I want to override it. I'm going to override it just so that show you guys. So there, now it's in there, and I'm done. So basically, the last way I showed you by using Freestyle Dash is not only did I find out what my media ID was, I also was able to download the title update and get the proper one for in one step there. So let's recap. Title updates have media IDs in them, and the media ID of that title update has to match the media ID of your game. There's roughly 3 versions of a game: PAL, region free, NTFS, NTFC, something like that. And they have to match. If you're doing any modding in the game, it's got to match. Any DLCs won't work either unless the title update matches the media ID of the game. Other than that, I think we're good to go.